manages to win this, or hopefully MJG adapts and manages to make the record even.
Yeah, it's a change for Toffee. Last season he was looking at he was barely in top 10 of their rankings. Now he's making an argument for 1 or 2.
Yeah, Toffee is definitely making a statement and boosting up the ranks within the Kansas area, and he now has a potential of not only being a threat within the Kansas area, but a threat within the Midwest, and thus a threat within the national area.
So
being able to take out a national player like MJG is no joke.
It's one you can definitely hang your hat on. And I know MJG is actually pretty comfortable in this matchup. He's played Nebraska's own Quaz as a Ryu player many times at both Sweet Spot 2 and the FTS events in Lincoln, along with Hypertension in Omaha. So MJG's pretty familiar with this matchup.
Yeah.
And I know he's also obviously been playing Toffee 7 times this season.
Oh, definitely. But we're going to see how this turns out now. So it seems the matchup details are pretty obvious. Villager is going to try his best to keep Ryu out. But one thing I want to point out from MJG is that back air going to do it?
Oh, not quite.
Ooh.
Oh, with a bowling ball.
Unfortunately, Ryu does not have the best means to recover high. Even if he does, it's just going to do a lot of end lag. But if he recovers low, like Villager has all the opportunity to just go right down and just drop that bowling ball right on his face.
It gives enough time for Villager to decide, how do I want to punish you? Are you going to land on the stage? I've got time to do something. Oh, and there's the Shoryuken.
Toffee, I want to respect Toffee's ability to just sit, wait, take what he might take some percentage on the way, but as soon as that opportunity is open, he's gonna do it. That Shoryuken. Also, something that's been really, really mystifying me with Toffee as a player is how he's able to do the reverse true Shoryuken. Think about how that movement works. You're doing the input for the true Shoryuken and reversing it. Reversing it somehow.
I love how we're talking about one of the video game's most respected fighters with all of his martial arts experience with the Shoryuken, and we've got this little 12-year-old dropping a bowling ball on him, saying, "No, I'm better than you."
Here's Johnny. So, all right.
Oh,
good use of neutral air to block out side B.
Yeah, the hitbox isn't all of Ryu's body.
All right, back air will do it. Back throw. My bad.
Shouts to Villager saying hello to Earth Day. Celebrating with growing these trees, excavating these beetles,
and shoving beetles up people's.
Whoa! Nope. Not on this.
Mouths and noses.
I switched to Toon Link.
Cloud.
To Cloud.
But I don't.
I thought MJG took that pretty handily.
What's happening?
It has to be the stage that Toffee said we're going to. Because MJG took that pretty solidly with his Villager. Now to maybe change up characters based on the stage, but I don't know. I say stick with Villager.
Yeah, I don't really see why Town to City should be a problem for Villager. It's just Ryu now has means to escape the onslaught of MJG with those forward airs and back airs, but the platformers don't last forever. So I don't see why he might want to make a counter pick to that.
There is such a good combo breaker for Villager.
It comes out very fast.
I believe frame 5-ish. Somewhere in that range.
Right now, MJG taking a very solid lead at the moment.
Oh. No bowling ball. I guess he was afraid of getting hit by the Shoryuken from the other side.
He just played it safe.
Oh. That was a wonderful job stalling his recovery with the Hadouken.
If he tried to use bowling ball at that instance, then yeah, he would have got hit by the beefy hits of up B. So he just doesn't even bother. All right, pocketing the Shakunetsu.
Interesting. Oh, he traded. He threw one back, hit him, and he's like, "I need another one."
Shakunetsu definitely one of the more interesting projectiles Ryu has, but throwing them out is I don't know what Toffee's going to get from it, simply from the fact that MJG can just pocket it immediately. But that was a great back throw. Unfortunately, not killing yet. Good DI from Toffee there, but that back throw will do it.
That one was enough. Yeah, I'm guessing that he's trying to do the Hadoukens because Villager can be out-camped by some projectile characters. But I don't see that happening with Ryu. He's not a projectile
Ryu
character.
is not a projectile. He has the projectiles, but I don't see the big. I don't think it's a good idea to use it in this matchup.
Correct.
Like, the only projectile character I know that can camp out Villager is actually either Toon Link or Duck Hunt.
I'll have you know, Link can actually hold his own against Villager.
Really?
With projectiles. Yes, he can.
That's interesting. All right. I can see it. Toon Link does it too, so.
But in this matchup, and I think he's throwing out these projectiles more, the Hadokens, when there's a tree on stage. And I don't think he wants to deal with the axe.
That makes that actually makes a little bit more sense. All right. All right. Good smash DI upward to avoid the spike hitbox of down air. You know, it's funny. I actually, one criticism I've always had with MJG for the longest time is that he seems to have a problem killing. And, like, I know this is because, like, he tends to play very safe as possible. But at the same time, it's like, all right.
And I notice he can continue to play a campy aspect of it when he's a stock lead. He's like, look, I'm going to frustrate my opponent. I'm going to get in their head, get them flustered, and just build up this percent lead. He's looking at a 91% lead right now.
Exactly. Back throw. All right. Good from Toffee, stalling the up B for a little, just in hopes of surviving. Also, something I want to point out, I might have to hit up the Villager Discord as to why he's doing this, but he's keeping the tree just barely alive. Like, just not using it, he's just keeping it, like, out in the ground, but, like, just only watering it slightly so the tree doesn't come out, but the stem stays there. Why do you think that is?
I think he's just trying to fool Toffee into leading a trap, saying, hey, this tree could come out at any moment. Don't come to my side of the arena. Because this tree's just going to come out with one more drop of water.
That's possible.
Think of it as like Game & Watch's bucket when he's got 2 in. He's just waiting to fill up that third one. He's like, look, if you do this one more time, I'm going to have it filled. Up air.
Yep. And they got the 3 turnips, too.
And 3 again.
But just not. All right.
Okay, well, with the 2-0 lead,
MJG
Toffee getting some coaching from multiple players.
MJG taking it pretty clean.
I love Giddy's advice from the crowd. Don't get angry.
Don't get angry. Don't get hit.
Just keep it cool. Like, we just saw Freezer do a reverse 3-0, so...
Yeah. Against...
MJG leaning in.
And like, what you talking about before?
What are you doing?
What you say about me?
Get out of here.
I'm listening.
On your screen?
Yeah, looking good. Your Discord's on your screen now, yeah.
Shout out to Discord.
Hey, Discord. Hello.
Yeah.
Apparently, friends with Supergirl Cows. That's sweet.
Oh, well, I didn't see the Discord on the channel. I was like, no, we're good. So.
Shout out to Discord and Supergirl Cows. But yeah, actually, that is some pretty good advice from Giddy. Generally, to beat MJG, you have to not get flustered by those projectiles. Shield until they get close, and be prepared to spot dodge when they do get close, because you do not want to get caught by that net. You want to just basically make it so that their projectile usage becomes pretty much volatile. It just becomes useless. But with this case, like Toffee, he has to get in. And one thing I don't think he's utilizing enough is to simply, just trying to make Villager approach. Instead, it seems that Toffee is constantly doing the one approaching, and in this matchup, I believe that Villager wants this.
This is an interesting stage pick by Toffee, but I'm not going to be against it. I mean, he's taking multiple sets off MJG. I think he knows what he's doing. Wow, and that forward smash.
Yeah, this is actually very I don't know why Toffee picked this stage to counter pick, because I think if anything, it gives Villager a lot more opportunity to pressure because there's no platforms to escape from. But right now, Toffee has.
This was a fast start by MJG, but it's Toffee turned this around pretty quick.
Yep. With just a quick adaptation. All right.
Trying to get fancy with that. MJG a little slow to get back onto the stage.
Playing very safely, not doing anything risky. He's just kind of going in. Tree out.
And see, that's what Toffee's been doing when the tree's out, just staying on the other side. I don't know if he's afraid of the tree so much, or maybe the axe. Now that it's gone, now he's rushing back in. Oh, I thought we were going to see an up air edge guard by Villager.
I was actually expecting a Shoryuken, that run up Shoryuken.
Just raw,
The
just
classic
do it.
Toffee.
Oh, he was reading.
Oh.
Wow.
Once again, MJG's waiting patiently. MJG's patience
Oh,
is very good, but unfortunately jabbed, and we got the taunt out.
You gotta be careful. You don't want to be taunt to get bodied when you're down 2-0, but you know he needs the momentum right now.
I can get my soul back.
MJG won out with these slingshots.
All right, I think that's.
No, he'll still make it back.
That's right. We still have the Tatsumaki.
wow.
Tatsumaki just in time to interrupt the frames of bowling ball. And that was a good frame trap using forward air so close and then up air.
Oh, wow. This build-up of percent.
Ryu is now sitting at Rage. Rage Ryu, not a force you want to deal with. Like, this is actually kill percent for Villager right now.
Oh, but he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. But a 40% deficit for MJG here on Final Destination of Game 3.
Uh-huh. Alright, Toffee, going back to the ledge pressuring. Doing a very good job of just keeping MJG pressured on the ledge. Luckily, however, Villager has a pretty decent ledge game where he can just like drop around and use the Lloyd. Ooh. Really good from MJG. Alright, flub the Tatsumaki, unfortunately.
But see, now that the tree's, the sprout is out, Toffee just waiting for it to go away. I mean, there's no reason for him to approach recklessly right now. He's got a 90% lead.
Yeah. Now Toffee is just just trying to bait MJG to go in. Like, I dare you, I triple dog dare you, you not regulating motherfucker.
Oh, almost landing that down here.
Sorry, kids, I have a bit of a sailor mouth.
Oh.
You can kill me later.
I'm kind of surprised that he's been doing trying to go for the down air. A couple of these up tilts, I think he would get the true Shoryuken out. Maybe?
Possibly.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Looking pretty scary. Oh,
And he
the
does
raw forward smash.
Catches the
Very
Lloyd.
clever. Just using that pause when Villager has before the rocket actually starts shooting forward, and just kicking him right in the stomach and right to the blast zone.
Now Toffee's got to be careful.
He's up a game. Like, he's taking a game, but MJG could still close this out. It is 2-1 right now.
Well, and I hope MJG doesn't counterpick himself, thinking, "Let me go to this stage, and then I'm going to switch characters."
It's not out of the question that he could switch to Toon Link. I don't think Toon Link doesn't do too bad in this mat.
Does Olimar do okay?
What's he doing?
Is this real?
What's he doing?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Reset the controller. Okay. I was gonna say I don't think MJG has an Olimar, but I could be wrong.
Braille or Kuda? I don't know which one popped on.
I think it was probably Kuda. Yeah, go. Try and find that out. That was we just heard like a table break in half, basically. All right, that was a clean forward smash. So, Battlefield.
Wonderful stage for these characters. So I think it favors Villager a little bit more.
I'm not too sure. Like I said, with the triplats, it just gives the opponent more ability to avoid some projectiles. But at the same time, like, MJG could be looking to deal some platform pressure because Ryu's air mobility is not the best. And it might actually mess with some footsie games because of these triplats so low to the ground.
At least it gives him options of landing on platforms or the base of the stage.
I suppose.
Oh, triple turnip. Oh, you gotta watch out for that trick. Oh, the back air, not gonna be quite enough. MJG with that wonderful DI to stay alive. too far away from the tree to grow it right now. Oh,
Using trying to get a focus punch in there.
oh,
Oh,
he missed
flubbed it.
I can't believe he flubbed that one. He had it. That was the stock. And everyone's telling him, you got this. He's got to be careful with back throw. Oh.
I'll take that stock. All right.
Oh.
Not quite. Like, that's always been a bit of a mystifying thing with Villager is the use of the tree. Like, yeah, it kind of when you respect it, yeah, it kind of takes away neutral. But at the same time, when you respect it, it's just kind of, it's almost kind of there. There's not much you can do. At least in my
throw
opinion.
option from Toffee. I would have expected the up throw.
Oh my goodness!
If there's anything Kronos has taught us, just charge it. Just hold it.
charge it. Throw, like, even the smartest players can fall for the good old charging smash attack, and I think that's it.
That'll take it.
That's
MJG
it.
3-1 over
3-1
Toffee.
over Toffee.
Ties the set for the season.
Yeah, Toffee will be sent to losers finals, I think.
Yes, he'll be
And
waiting.
now Toffee will now have to fight Kronos, the god.
Kronos, I think everyone's surprise pick here in top